Hi, how are y'all doing? First thing I want to do is, while everybody's getting on and say hi to everybody, first thing I want to do is congratulate Jackson for getting his next step in his karate class. I also want to congratulate his sister, Kelly, for doing the next thing in her gymnastics class. And I also want to tell you, I have a friend. His name is Shane Allen Calcutt. He's been through the ringer this year. His wife's been in and out of the hospital. His daughter has been in and out of the hospital many times. And they found out yesterday that her heart can no longer take anything. So they are going to have a heart transplant. And that hit him pretty hard yesterday. So he does have a GoFundMe account if you guys can help him out. He is on Facebook. His name is Shane Allen Calcutt. Look him up. Maybe send him some encouragement and give him a prayer because he's really needing it right now. Now, welcome everybody. Again, my name is Bill Clark. I used to do the 9 to 5 routine. Now I am a Life Mechanic University student. Yesterday we were talking about R.U. Darby and his uncle. And long story short, I don't want to rehash the whole thing. Basically they went to Colorado to go be millionaires in the gold rush era. And they ended up getting some luck at first, and then the vein dried up, and so now they ended up quitting. So we told you about that. I also told you about how they went and sold their stuff for a few hundred dollars to a local junk man there, and the junk man, he decided to hire an expert. He decided to hire a engineer to go down there and find out exactly where the gold is in this mine. And so he did that, and then he listened to him. And when he did that, he became one of the richest gold mines in Colorado, if not the richest. He mined millions of dollars out of the ore out of that mine. So now, I want to talk about what happened to R.U. Darby. He went home. Now remember, R.U. Darby and his uncle had borrowed all of this money from his relatives and friends. So I want you to think about R.U. Darby goes home and he has to face all of these people that he doesn't have any money to give them. And now their dreams, their investment to this ends up being a flop. Now he did pay him all back later on. It took years later to do it, but he was a man of his word and he was going to pay him back. So he did. So now he took that school of hard knocks, if you will, and he ended up going and being one of the 50 men back then that had made over $1 million a year selling life insurance. Okay, so the story doesn't stop there. He learned from his mistakes. In fact, he said in the book, Think and Grow Rich, he said, basically, he said, I took that quitting that I did, basically, and I put it into my business routine that if someone told me no, that didn't mean I was going to ever quit. A lot of times we get told no in many circumstances. I mean, it doesn't have to be business. It doesn't have to be anything like that. But we get told no, and we get our little pouty lip out, and we go and we shuffle off our feet, and we go pout in the corner. But he did not do this. He took that incident in his life and he became one of the richest men that had ever sold life insurance. But I want you to think about something. I want you to think about this. Somehow he had to have found out that the junk man had made millions of dollars out of that same mine. So they didn't have email back then. They didn't have internet back then. But they probably had telegraphs. So I'm thinking in the back of my mind, he might have got a telegraph from the junk man. And it read something like, urgent, stop. Found gold, stop. 3 feet from where you quit, stop. Millionaire, stop. Junk man. Could you imagine R.U. Darby getting that telegraph and reading it and then realizing what a mistake he had made? Now, what would have happened had R.U. Darby taken that telegraph, crumbled it up, thrown it away, and given up on life? Just because he made one mistake. Yes, he made a big mistake because it was millions of dollars that he lost. But had he had just quit at that point, he would have never have made a successful career and made many more millions in his lifetime by being a life insurance salesman. So, like I said, the story doesn't stop there. He did 2 things. He learned from his mistake, okay? And then he decided he would never take no for an answer. Now, that doesn't mean push someone against the wall and make them get life insurance. What he basically meant was, you're going to get told no. Don't make that be the reason you don't ask someone else. Just keep on going and keep on going. Persistence throughout your career. So, that's the end of that story. We'll have another story tomorrow. If you guys got anything from it, go ahead and tap on the screen. Give me some hearts. Go ahead and send this to your followers. Drop me a line. Let me know how you're liking the periscope so far. Thank you all for being there. Again, be in prayer for Shane and his family right now. And drop him a line of encouragement because he really needs it. Again, congratulations to Jackson and his sister Kelly for taking their next step in their endeavors. So, y'all have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.